Hello and welcome to the Tonalist Minute with M. Francis McCarthy. This is number 3 in our series, and like I said, it's an experiment out here in YouTube land, just to see, for those of you that like a shorter, more discreet sort of video, if this hits a chord, because like I said, my average viewing time on my video seems to be 4 minutes, and this one's actually going to be 4 minutes and 30 seconds, so maybe a little longer, but anyway, hope you enjoy it. I'd like to talk a little bit about the painting I'm bringing you today. It's called Brook Through the Trees, and this is a 5x5. It's one of these, it's actually one of the first ones that I did on a heavily textured board, and when I say board, I actually mean MDF. I had gone down to the ply guy and picked up some pieces of MDF just to try the heavier texture, which is done with a black gesso, and then I paint over the top of that with some oil paint that's colored in a burnt umber tone. This scene itself is, well, it's based on a scene I came across probably on my vacation last year, and you know, the brook is actually from my imagination. It was not actually present in the scene, and that's something that I like to do. I like to insert rivers or brooks or ponds sometimes, or maybe just a swale. And for those of you that don't know, swale is an archaic term for basically puddle in a field, you know. This painting is also, you're going to see a good example here. After I did the painting, I felt that the initial texture I laid down was really heavy, and so my response to that was, after the painting was dry, I went and I sanded it down very extensively, and then there you just see it right there, repainted it, and then as you can see here, I gave it a strong glaze of a burnt sienna, which kind of socks in that toneless quality and feeling. I've been doing a lot more of that lately, and it's a really excellent way to get a toneless feeling in your work. I mean, you just take your completed painting and rub it down with some burnt sienna, and you're going to see that you're already in tonalist land right then and there. The interesting thing, though, is, in fact, I've been doing this a lot on redos, and I'm actually home for lunch right now, and one of the things that, reasons I kind of thought these tonalist minutes would be awesome is that I can come home at lunch. My lunch is sitting right here in front of me waiting for me to finish this, and you know, do a quick video, talk a little bit, and it's also a way for me to share a lot more paintings. But anyway, today in the studio, I'm back into doing redos on 5x7s, and it's very interesting, and in a lot of cases I find it's quite helpful to just give it a quick rub down with another color, even if it's subtle. Now, the thing is, the rub down is you can do it with straight paint, which is really has a huge impact, or you can add more oil and have a lighter impact. It's very interesting. But you can see here how I then repaint up the light areas and things, and it gets to the point you wonder, like, well, geez, it looks so intense when he first rubbed it down with the burnt sienna. This doesn't look like it was rubbed down with burnt sienna at all, but it's an interesting effect, and it's one that I got off of the book on George Annette's written by his son, so you might try it yourself. Anyway, I can see we're getting close to the end here. Thanks for joining me today. If you like these videos, please click subscribe. Also, you can go to my website, landscapepainter.co.nz. Follow my blog there. On the blog, I will be doing a higher resolution image of this painting, so go check that out. And meanwhile, I will definitely be back tomorrow with a regular type video. So those of you that like the long format, be sure to tune in for that. Meanwhile, please take good care and stay out of trouble.